Alright guys, Pix here from 1036. Just taking you with me on how I play SVS. This has been already a couple of weeks ago. I'm just showing you what I do. Early into SVS's when this was, I like to go over as soon as I can. And as you can see, rallies are often still occupied. We try and get our people out, but that's where you get not a lot of points, but decent points, better than resource tiles generally. So it is not a bad thing to hunt for relics early in game. Oh, and there's Jelly Bow. Jelly is the bully of that server, like literally the bully. It's a bubble or burn server, unfortunately. I'm still communicating with somebody from that server now, even weeks later. He's giving me updates how things are going. It's kind of sad. And there's really no reason for Jelly Bow to be a bully. So, but yeah. I didn't know it then when I scouted. Like I said, it was early into SVS. So, I just scouted, looked at it, it was a decent build. And yeah, just sharing with my alliance. Yeah, this was actually a fun SVS, despite having to play against a bully. Also, I did learn that Jelly did not build that keep from scratch. He bought it from somebody who was actually a really good player, and now he's just reaping off the build that somebody else did, and is being a big fat bully. Kind of sad. Yeah, decent buffs, decent troops. Always good to look at everything when you scout.
Moonlight paints golden shoes on dreams. Soft whispers dance like silent kings. Chase the dawn with open hearts. In this world we play our part.
So, 343, definitely the strongest player on the server. Just said that they are a bubble or burn server.
Hand in hand, boundless grace, we find our rhythm, our own pace. Oh, the sunshine smiles, lights our way through stormy nights.
Overall, he may not be the strongest K43 out there, of course, but for his server, he's pretty strong.
On wings of hope, we'll touch the sky.
And it happened to me this past SVS too, where people are sending just a low layered march against a keep, which I still don't understand, because it doesn't show you the debuffs completely, because you're not sending a certain type of march. So it is not 100%. And then, I mean, the buffs of the defense you would see in a scout report too. I don't know. And I think just looking at a scout report, you can kind of gauge if they have good debuffs or not. So yeah, they're just giving free points, I guess, with these layered attacks. Kind of weird. What did he send? Archer, but I don't think it was a full archer. Like his primary archer march, or at least with a siege, with an archer general. So, wait, what did I do? Oh, that was from a previous attack. I did not record that. I did win the point exchange and the power exchange on that one, but because my march got desiccated, he did get a battle loss compensation. I like those. I get those once in a while in SVS.
touch the sky.
So yeah, my strategy in SVS when I have time to play is pretty much hang out on the enemy server, uh, hunt if I can, or just attack dead keeps for resources, look for tiles, look for relics, and if I don't want to start keep porting around like that, what I also do is I just go for the temple. If I get lucky, I get somebody who is willing to play temple tag with me, but honestly, recently that hasn't really happened a whole lot. Even with other players of my server, they sat at the temple, and temple tag didn't really go far. Yeah, sometimes it's lucrative, sometimes not so much, but that's always a fun thing to do during SVS. And I think this guy, I'm showing you here what I do when I scout somebody's truce agreement and put them in my bookmarks, and I do that in a specific way. So yeah, that's the one. I actually put the time in when the bubble expires, and then when I look at my bookmarks later on, I can see what time I should look out for. So first day, Friday, is when you have all the emers on the enemy server, so it's kind of fun. Just going emer hunting. Yeah, you're not really sharing the loot with your alliance that way, but I mean, it's SVS, and I want to play SVS. I want to hunt targets. Yes, not saying monsters, but you know, that's just a side gig. When I'm on the enemy server, one of the presets I do keep is the monster march, because you don't need all the same marches that you use in Battlefield. On a player who apparently has never got. Yeah, so now after a couple of monsters, I decided to just hang out at the temple. And what I usually do is, just to be on the safe side and really just get the clock going, is to create march preset. I use my monster joining march since I'm not joining any monsters really. Use a general that has a dragon so that the general does not die, and then just use one troop. If I'm not paying attention and I get attacked in the temple, I'm not losing any points for us. It's really just a T1 troop that dies, nothing else. I see other players send like a small layered march or something just to keep either the clock going or to get the 2000 points per second. I'm not quite sure. But honestly, I'd rather get a lower points per second and not lose the points in the tempo when I'm in it, so I don't have to always pay attention. So now I'm locked into place. If I want to hunt monsters or even attack dead keeps for resources, my monster has to walk a little farther. But just something that I have to keep in mind. It's sometimes a little annoying being locked in place, but that's okay. Not too much going on. clearing my bookmarks a little bit, but also something to bookmark is the green bubbles. If you happen to stay awake or be awake when a green bubble drops, so 8 hours after SVS starts, those are often good targets to either the alliance is not paying attention, or even if it is a bigger keep and you get your alliance to set a rally, then you can take it even if it's reinforced. So green bubbles are always good to bookmark and just keep an eye on those. But yeah, Sir Humble is the other big keep on their server, and he's a good guy. I actually did chat with him at Whisper, and very humble individual. So it is definitely in his name. Definitely a cool guy. So I'm glad they have that on the server. But he's not quite matching the bully, so it's a little tough when you're a bubble or burn server, the consequences that you can have when attacking keeps when it's not SVS. That's kind of sad when it's a bubble or burn. There's really no reason to be bubble or burn, honestly. Like, just seriously, get along. Even if you don't get along, just mind your own business and agree to certain rules for the entire server and just let things go. But honestly, like, bubble or burn for the entire server is not necessary. If the reason why Jelly, the bully, wants to just keep being a bully is because he wants a merge, you still won't get maybe the merge that you were hoping for. Then eventually you maybe merge. You don't even know how long that's going to take. You don't even know if Ebony is going to merge you once you completely killed your server. Then yeah, you match with a server that either hates you completely or you just don't find very fruitful for your own gains. I don't know. And then you have another bubble or burn server. Who knows? Like this is really not a good solution. Just being a bubble or burn server, like being a bully on your own server, just to, yeah, maybe elicit a merge. I don't know. I think that's Jelly's MO. I have no idea, to be fair, but he's just constantly attacking his own server, even during SVS, because he just wants to. It's like, come on, dude, this is just sick. I hope none of you guys' server is that bad. I'm very impressed that a lot of the plays are still around, but like I said, Jelly did not grow up with that keep. If he had, he would definitely be on a dead server. I think everybody would have quit way sooner, or a long time ago at least. But hey, there's a reason why Jelly came to that server, because he probably made enemies on the previous server that he was on. I mean, you don't just get a big keep not knowing this game, so he definitely knew this game before. So, Jelly the bully. I actually, towards the end of SVS, I changed my name to a Bully Bow, because his name is Jelly Bow. It has a little bunny behind it. I really just copied his name and made instead of Jelly, I called myself Bully. He didn't like it, because I parked myself next to him, and yeah, you could definitely tell that he didn't like it. He got one of those blessings and whatnot, not the pretty ones, you know? Because he knew. He knew. My preferred march for attacking tiles, or sometimes even relics, but definitely dead keeps, is siege march, because I do get 0 wounded with those. And also it does bring back most resources has the biggest load. So if there's a keep that has lots of resources in there, mostly dead keeps don't, but that is usually why I do that. Alright, so here, this is the guy. You're looking at the scout right now. Schmitty. Looking pretty good. Just like a standard thicker keep, 12 billion. I mean, for certain standards is small keep, for others is medium keep, for some people it's a bigger keep. So it is a medium bigger keep for us. 12 billion for sure, but the buffs are manageable. You know, if you're a Battlefield player, you can kind of compare that because you usually have the experience from Battlefield as to what type of keeps you can take. And yeah, now we're getting our team together, see if we can get enough people to join to rally him. That player is actually on our server, 1036. And I think by the temple, yep, by the temple. So just chilling, kind of the way that we are. And we're coming up with a plan. So let's just enjoy.
But I hope you know that you were only 200 miles to me. It felt like forever, sitting here wondering would you ever get better. It's pain in my chest, it's only
So during SVS, we generally are not on Discord, of course, since it is a 3-day event. If we do have multiple rally targets, I probably would get my team to, hey, can we join Discord voice real quick, just to, you know, organize a little better. But for the most part, it is doable to just communicate via Alliance chat to get things together. I do send out a message on Discord to get people online that are currently not online to increase our team a little bit. And we're using the scout that was done by somebody else, not by us, which that will eliminate him getting suspicious of us plotting anything. So I'm taking all my troops back. Because I am planning to go back home. Getting ready for a rally attack. Switching things over. Still buffed. That should be good. Shaylin got company, so he might be a little busy, but he actually used that to his advantage too. You'll see in chat here in a minute. With you by my side, everything's right. Jamila, my love, you're my sun above. Every beat, every breath, it's you I dream of. Your hair, it flows like rivers so free. Golden and bright, it captivates me. Your soul, it laughs a melody sweet. Together we dance on life's gentle beat. Jamila, my love, you're my sun above. Every beat, every breath, it's you I dream of. Your hair, it flows like rivers. By the way, Ebony, if you're seeing this, looking for a whisper, you need to fix this. You need to make the new whisper appear at the very top, kind of like the phone version. This is so annoying having to scroll all the way up to the whisper, or even finding it within a whisper if you haven't whispered with a person in a while. I don't know. People that play the PC version understand, others don't know what I'm talking about, but seriously, Ebony, you need to fix that. That is ridiculous. Alright. Shade is getting ready.
Stars whisper secrets through the night. Their silver threads wove tales in white. I caught your smile in the moonlit glow, a spark of wonder I'll never let go. Under the
It is taking a
waves
little
of a
bit
sky
to get the
so
team
wide,
together, or
your
to get the
hand
rally
in
started,
mine
but
where
it's
dreams
because
collide.
you have to get a team together, right? You
The
don't just
moonlight
automatically have the team
dances
available,
on
because
your
not everybody's
face,
online at the same time.
fleeting moment I can't replay. The ocean hums a lullaby sweet, each tide a rhythm where our hearts meet. The wind carries a whisper soft and near, your voice the melody I long to hear. Under the waves of a sky so wide, your hand in mine where dreams collide. The moonlight dances on your face, fleeting moment.
Hmm. I think Borg was actually hunting on the other server, but just sometimes like me, where if I'm hunting on the other server, I just mind my own business, not always paying attention.
Hums a lullaby sweet,
And sometimes I miss a few things, so now
each
she's trying to catch
tide
up.
a rhythm where our hearts meet. The wind carries a whisper soft and
I
near,
forgot how many we had in the rally.
your
But oh,
voice
wait,
the
wait, wait.
melody
I
I
did
long to
share
hear.
one of the
Under the
battle
waves
reports
of
in
a
my
sky
latest
so
video. Was
wide,
it the latest? I think it
your
was,
hand
or
in
maybe the one,
mine
no,
where
the latest video.
dreams collide.
Um,
The
where I did the
moonlight
calculations with the
dances
spreadsheet.
on your face,
And Schmitty was one of
fleeting
them.
moment
Was it the one? I don't
can't
know.
replay.
You may remember. Schmitty was one of the battle reports that I have in my videos, recent videos. And I think we had
Under the weekend of hope,
6 players in
in
it.
your
I think
gaze the
six
world
players.
feels bold. The trees bow down, the earth takes apart. A symphony written within my heart. Under
So
the
we
waves
had
of a sky so
4
wide,
players with
your hand in mine
decent
where
buffs in
dreams
the rally.
collide.
Shade, Koki,
The
Borg, and myself.
moonlight
And then we had
dances on
2 others
your
that were joining.
face, a fleeting moment I can't replace.
And 12 billion player, not reinforced.
I need someone to
And we're getting ready.
attest, someone to see me at my best,
Yeah, I think usually this guy
someone
sits
who's
at
going
the
to
temple
care,
without any
someone
problems
whom
during other
I can
SVS,
depend,
but we saw an opportunity.
someone that needs no explanation, someone with feeling, someone who knows I've got so much more to give, someone who hears my truth, someone not afraid to let me in. Someone joyous, someone kind, someone loving, someone magnificent, someone no nonsense, someone's opinions I can trust, someone pleasant, someone with qualities I believe, someone to respect, someone sensational, someone true, someone unique, Someone who understands vulnerability, someone like you. Someone that has expanded their mind as well as their heart. Someone who understands
Just
and
checking who's
accepts my
online,
sadness.
who could join, who I could get to join our rally. Kind of hard to tell when people are using the auto join, but and as you saw, not a whole lot of people in the rallies, meaning not a whole lot of people even have auto join on currently.
As well as their heart, someone who understands and accepts my sadness.
Borg, don't get cold feet. Come on, Borg. We got this.
Someone that hears my truth. Someone not afraid to let me.
Vegas is one of them that
Someone kind, someone loving,
responds to the bat signal
someone magnificent,
when he's not online. I love it.
someone no
So he
nonsense.
came.
Someone's opinions I can trust. Someone pleasant, someone with qualities I believe. Someone to respect, someone sensational. Someone true, someone unique. Someone who understands vulnerability, someone like you. You were only 200 miles, but to me, it felt like forever. Sitting here wondering, would you ever get better? Pain in my chest, it's only get heavier. Picked up the phone.
As I've shown in a video before, you don't need a big monster to fill your hospital. Just use a monster that you don't kill with your full march. Most players, Cerberus 1 or Bayard 1 will do it, and it's cheaper. It's cheaper than a bigger monster, so if you can't have your hospital filled with somebody from a different alliance, because they're not online, they're not paying attention right now or whatnot, then a monster will always do. I still do it when it's not Arctic Barbarian time, but when it's Arctic Barbarian time, I always fill it on Barbarian.
But I hope you know that you were only 200 miles to me. It felt like forever.
I know, Shape. Mine do too.
Picked up the phone to hear you cry. Drove 200 miles to sit by your side. Your last breath, holding my hand, watching your spirit lifts away. It's my heartache again, knowing that you're gone.
See, I have to kind of search for who's whispering you. Ugh, Ebony, please fix that.
With the angels smiling every day, but this isn't the last goodbye. Because we'll meet again, again. I know you'll be there, I know you'll be there, I know you'll be there again. You 200 miles from me, it felt like forever. You wonder, would you ever get better? It's pain in my chest, it's only get heavier. Picked up the phone to hear you cry. Drove 200 miles to sit by your side.
Alright, I know it seems like it's taken a long time, which it is. I get it. But SVS is, like I said, not the event where you have people readily available. And we just want to make sure we're doing a good job with the rally. And as long as they don't feel like they need to move, that they feel spooked, I guess we have all the time in the world. You know, if they're that confident that they can sit at the temple without being attacked, then we have lots of time to plan. And we're setting a stack of 4. Since he's a 12 billion player with the amount of people that are joining, it would be advised to do a siege rally first. If you have way more and also bigger players, of course, you don't always need a siege rally, I get it. But we do, so also you may have to scroll back to where the scout report was. I don't have it up right now, but there was enough siege in there to make a rally worth it. And then archer cav ground, and I don't think that the ground is needed, but just for good measures, so that we just make sure that that we zero, as well as if we do send the ground and it lands, we can keep collecting resources. If there are more resources than we will take with that rally. I don't remember how many resources he did have, but setting that second rally, that fourth rally, sorry, that last rally, you know, has 2 purposes. It'll make sure that the keep us cleared, as well as make sure we take the resources, because that's what SVS is all about, right? I know it kind of sounds mean, but if you want to play SVS and you have lots of open resources and you are a keep that can get zeroed, that's your own fault. Alright. Looks like we're getting ready. Trying to get Jay to join us. He's been building and building, and I'm not really ever seeing him. No, he's joined Battlefield, but I haven't seen him in SVS in a minute. That's okay. Just trying to get my team together, right?
Lost in the ocean, free from all care. Turn like a seasons, no need to swear. Run with the wildfire, burning so rare.
Come on, Jay. See you're online.
We'll be shining soon. Into the skyline, touching the clouds. Echo the rhythm, running loud. Feel every heartbeat, where is your power? Light in the dark lane, never allowed. Be with the secret, under the moon. Ride on the breeze like silver.
Oh boy. I realized I wasn't buffed. Kinda forgot my buffs expired. Glad I saw that though. And it is a team effort when you set rallies like that. the rally setter has to rely on its team to speed the marches. You release the rallies, and your team speeds it. So if you have a good team, they can be super fast. All right.
Golden days never want to hide. We'll be lighting up the countryside. Golden days never want to hide. We'll be lighting up the countryside.
And here we go. Rallies are up. He has a march coming home, but I think he's still, yep, the counter is still on. He's still in the temple, and we are sending the first one. I'm helping speed, probably everybody else as well. As so lost, to be expected. Second one also lost, to be expected. And cleared. So cleared in 3 hits. Oops, that was fast. Alright, I think we'll look at the reports here in a minute. And he's burning. I caught your smile in the moonlit glow. A spark of wonder I'll never let go. Just making sure, yeah, resources are cleared. And he's back home. That was nice. I don't always record during SVS, but I was so happy that I got this one. And I can share that with you. Alright, let's have a look. First one, Siege. Did beautifully. That's the one that I did share. Archer, 6 billion off. Beautiful. And then 2.4 billion to 0. And yeah, was still within the first hour of SVS. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We sure did. Sorry, Schmitty. You were a beautiful target. Maybe a lesson learned. Each tide a rhythm where our hearts meet. The wind carries whispers soft and near. Your voice, the melody I long to hear. Under the waves of a sky so wide, your hand in mine where dreams collide. The moonlight dances on your face. Yeah, the rallies actually did fill pretty fast, which was nice. This SVS this past weekend, we had some great rallies too, but we had other attempts where the rallies just did not fill fast enough. People just didn't speed in, so it was kind of difficult, but you know, you live and you learn, and we are definitely getting better and better with our rallies during SVS. Not too long ago, we were just all, you know, mostly playing solo, but we're starting to definitely do more and more rallies because they're just so much fun. Yeah, 6.2 billion. Beautiful. And Blood Archer, yeah, 1 billion troops out.
I sing my song under the moonlit glow. With every word, my feelings start to show. Jenny, my rose, you're the light I choose. In your garden of love, I could never lose. Your laughter blooms like petals in the air. A beauty so rare, nothing can compare. I hold your hand as the stars align. In your eyes I see a love divine. Oh, Jenny, my beautiful rose. In your heart is where my spirit goes. You feel so true. I sing my songs forever with you.
Hope you enjoyed this as much as we
Dance
did.
like a summer breeze. You heal my
Like
soul
this
and
channel
calm
if
the
you do.
mind days. You're
Wait,
my
let
guiding
me try that
flame.
again. Like this video if you do. Subscribe
Love
to my
so
channel.
wild, can't be
I try
tamed.
to be educational, but also bring out fun stuff like Battlefield, or this is my first SVS video. I don't know how many more SVS videos I can make, because it's, you know, 3-day event. It's not easy to catch
You're my heart's
something like
refrain.
this.
Your love will
But
always remain.
we did win SVS overall in this one, so that was good.
Oh,
That was a
Jenny,
good
my
one. It was 2 weeks?
beautiful
No,
rose.
it was a month ago.
In your heart is where my spirit
As you can
goes.
see, June 20th.
You feel so true. Sing my songs forever with you.
And Shade is pushing us back to our temples.
Oh, Jenny, my beautiful rose. In your heart is where my spirit goes. With you, feel so true. I'll sing my song forever with you.
Alright, going back to my place. And Sir Humble is right there. Alright. I guess he was.
Your laughter blooms like petals in the air.
Alright. Now don't
Beauty so
just
rare,
leave yet.
nothing can
I
compare.
kept watching this video since
I'll
this is
hold your
all
hand
voiceover,
as
just
the
narrating
stars
for you guys.
align. Your
And
eyes
I
are
realized that
sweet
I did
like
have another
wine.
nice little success. I went back to my temple, as you can see, already counting the timer and just doing my thing, reviving my troops. Since we had 2 lost attacks, you know, we do have a bit to revive.
Your whispers
That's
dance
okay.
like a
What I like
summer
to do is
breeze.
I only revive
You
so
heal
I
my
have
soul
1
and
click
calm my
left to
mind
revive,
days.
because I don't know if I'm wasting a
Jenny, my
source of life
rose,
with that
you're my
last
guiding
one
flame.
until the end of
Love
SVS.
so
So
wild,
usually I
I
leave
can't be tamed.
just enough in there so I don't waste a source of life for, let's say, only 5
They say
troops
it's
that I have
love,
to
but
revive.
I'm left alone. Every time you speak,
Only
you're
700 SOL?
already gone.
Love it.
Tired of games, tired of lies. If you're not here, don't even try. I don't need promises, just
And
something real.
just FYI, he
Show me
did
how you
go for
feel.
Andy S, but Andy S has been zeroed,
Disappear.
so he did not
If
get any
it's
points
love,
there,
then stay.
even
I'm
though he's in
walking
our
away.
alliance.
Don't play me, baby.
But yeah, stick around.
If you don't need it, I've had enough.
Because
I love the
another way
lies.
of
Don't
SVS play
tell the
will show
show.
up here in a
Give
bit.
me your heart,
Sir
or
Humble is
just let
gonna
me go.
join me
You
at the
come
temple,
and
and we can
go
actually
like
do
you own my
play
heart.
some temple tag,
But
and
I
it's
just
working out in my
need
favor.
fresh news. No more pretending, no more games.
There it
If you're not
goes.
ready,
He's
it's
coming.
all the
Yeah, he came for
same.
me. Alright, so I noticed he's
Maybe
sending a full march. I'm going back in with my 1 troop
if
march,
you don't need it,
kind of
I've
making it
had
seem like I'm not
enough.
engaging,
Of
right?
the
I
lies,
did see he pulled back
don't
out, so I
tell
didn't
the
have to
show.
scout,
Give me your
and
heart,
I'm making it
or
tick
just
again.
let
I'm just, you know, kind of gauging as to what he's doing. So with the first attack, he did send a full march, and I just want to make sure he keeps sending full marches.
learn my way.
And no, he didn't.
You're here to stay. Show me
Sending my small march again. So you kind of have to go back and forth a little bit to learn the technique of your opponent. And he's sending a ground march. Could be a real one, could be just a few troops, and he's sending a real one. So you need to learn the dragons and hope that they send a real march. Sending my one troop march again. So what he did now, because or when I was owning the temple, is he did set a rally. And I'm doing the same thing actually. There you go. I'm setting a ground rally. And he still has a march in there. I'm going for it. And he tried to pull back, but he lost. Look at that. Yes, it was ground on ground, but he did lose more than I did. And going back in. So I think he actually did give up after that. Like the brightest dawn in every moment with you. My heart goes on. Love so pure. And I did send ground, even though he had ground in there, because he did have that archer march, right? So if I had sent a mounted to take his ground march, he could have taken my mounted march with his archer rally. To prevent that, I did send a ground, and I knew that my ground was going to be able to take his ground. So you kind of have to think ahead a little bit. Alright, he wants to keep playing. What are we doing? Nope, just a couple of troops. Alright, I think he is still in there, so just sending. Make sure I can take it back. Yeah. But I don't like leaving, even if it's only a few troops like that, I don't like leaving that in there. There's really no reason. So I'm just going back to my one troop T1 march. Under the stars in the soft moonlight, whisper dreams, our hearts expand. Side by side we make and we're not done, I guess. I don't remember how long this went, but I think he kind of became very cautious with sending a full march. Yeah. So I think that was my my run of getting the chance of him getting his march. At least I got one of them. And sometimes just playing like this with a one troop march and, you know, the tempo going back and forth is really just a matter of either you played long enough and you end up catching some of their marches, and that's where the fun is, like doing the tempo tag, right? When you do play with the small marches until you do send a bigger march. Or the other party just gets bored because they know you won't give up. Oh, but I think I did actually send a full ground march in there, because I knew that his ground march won't be able to take mine, and now he did send a ground march. No, he didn't. Alright, but I had people now join me, and now it's reinforced. Yeah, he didn't send a full march because he knew that his ground march wouldn't be able to take mine. And we'll just do it with the other temples, maybe?
paints the sky anew. Every day feels brighter with you. The city's loud, but I hear your tune.
So it's fun just learning the ways of your opponent.
Love it like they twist and turn. Let fire spark and burn. Through the chaos we still learn. With you my heart will always yearn.
Yeah, the
You
Kingdom
are the
Arena.
way, both high and
My
low.
Archer March didn't succeed, but I knew that my Grown March would, so that's why I went with that.
Your laugh's a song I'll never outgrow. You're the rhythm my soul will show. Love it like we and turn. Fire, they spark and burn. Through the chaos we will learn. You my heart will always yearn.
It's kind of fun that Ebony is now doing the Kingdom Arena in the week that leads up to SVS, so that you can kind of already gauge what your enemy is like.
We ride the wave, both high and
But
low.
you never know if the big ones are playing or not, so you don't always get a
Your
full
laugh's a song I'll
picture.
never outgrow. You're the rhythm my soul will show.
Alright, how we doing with the score? 10 to 5 billion from that rally. Look at us. Got a nice head start for sure. Always good to look at the negative scores. Yeah, I'm leading. That's okay though. Difference. There's always a net difference, right? And we're doing great with that. There was also an SVS where we did some really good cleaning of our server. Following up with him. Just checking if he's good for this SVS. Definitely healed all of it. Yep. 3-day bubble.
The kind that makes you free, the happy side. No rush, no race, just a peaceful vibe. Time slows its pace and it's rainy tries. Every sound is story, every gentle word, a melody of rain like nothing else heard.
Don't remember if he had people joining him, but we have 3 strong players in the temple, and I don't think he went for it. Or maybe he's waiting for people to leave. I think I'm just switching marches to even it out, so we have an archer, cap, and ground in there.
Let the rain fall down and play its tune. Dancing shadows in the gray afternoon.
But if I remember correctly, not a whole lot happened with that. So I don't think we got anybody else after Schmitty and that one attack on Sir Humble in the temple.
Sitting on the rooftop.
And somebody decided on throne truce. Which T2K was not going for throne. We rotate. And it was another alliance turn, so we did not get to take part in the decision, even though when T2K is currently taking, or when T2K is taking throne, we generally consult the other alliances, but apparently that is only a one-way street. So yeah, we could have easily taken throne, but you know, sometimes it's not a bad thing just to have a ceasefire like a throne truce, because it's lengthy, but it's fun. It's fun to do a throne fight. Maybe one day I get to record an actual throne fight, because the last couple of thrones that we did take from the enemy, there weren't really any fights. We were just sitting there waiting. But I think this is about it. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here because it's already been long enough. I hope you did enjoy this. Kind of seeing a couple of different ways, the way that I play SVS, and you got to see a fun rally that we were able to do on one of the enemy targets. Maybe I can post some more SVS videos. Like I said, I don't know when I can record something because it's a 3-day event. I'm not going to record for 3 whole days. That's way too long. We all know that. So I got really lucky with this one. That was fun. I think I'm gonna cut it off here, and I will see you guys in the next round. Subscribe to my channel, please. I always love having you, and like this video if you did. Cheers, guys. I feel so free. My thought, perfect